Hey guys, welcome to the latest tutorial. So we are going to take some American buttercream to fill and coat our cake in, and I want to get like a paneled look, almost like metal sheets. And to do that, I'm going to cover my cake, get it pretty smooth, and then use some various tools like my bench scraper and my little offset spatula, heat it up, and then use it to get my lines. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking a piping tip and putting in about 17,269 rivets, and then we will accentuate those lines with some black airbrush. Then once you get that all done, we are going to use some cookie cutters to cut out the area where we're going to be placing the light. So find the one that fits best for you. And then the light, I'm going to use that smaller cutter for the light, cut out the area for the light to fit in, and then fill that with fondant. And the light is really awesome. I will put the links for that down below. So just make sure it fits, and then what you want to do is double check, make sure it's a good fit, make sure you put that fondant in there, and then you want to actually cover the back of the light with the fondant while it's on. I did this as a precaution. Again, this is totally optional, but I really think it is just something that you should probably do, just to be safe. So these lights last a long while, so leave it on, put it in the fridge, you're good to go. Next, we're going to heat up some simi Isomalt in a heat-proof silicone container, and then I'm going to take a cookie cutter the same size as the hole that we cut out. Take some vegetable oil and coat the inside of that cookie cutter really well. You have to use metal. Pour it in, leave it alone. It has set, and pull it out really carefully. Use a blowtorch to get any bubbles out if there is any, and then leave that to the side. Okay? Do a dry fit, and I'm just making sure that it's gonna fit, everything's good. And then what I'm going to do here is take some black fondant and cut a circle to fit around where we have the light to cover up the buttercream and the cake. I'm going to use some water, place that in there, use the back of a paintbrush to kind of smush it around and get it to where it needs to go. And then in order to place our Isomalt in there, I'm going to take a blowtorch and heat up the 2 points where it's going to touch the fondant, and place that in there and hold it till it sets. Next up, I'm just taking an edible image that I printed out on my edible printer, and all the links to these products will be down below. I'm also going to spritz a little bit of water on the top, peel off the backing, and then place that on. Now, if you don't want it to have any bubbles or you're going to put it in the fridge, I do recommend you put that on a piece of fondant. Okay? Next up, we're going to cut out a red circle to go around the light, and I'm going to bevel the edges by just smushing down the outside edge of that red circle. I will use some water to adhere it, and what I did also do is I took some black petal dust and kind of like roughed it up to make it look like it was dirty, and that really added some cool little look to it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Put this in the fridge, let it be. Also, I did spray the Isomalt with a little bit of shellac. All that information will be down below, and that will prevent it from getting cloudy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Bye! I also wanted to give a shout out to Miss Silver Cat. Thank you for always being so supportive. You rock!